So here we go onward. Thank you so much, Richard. That was a lot of information, and thank you so much for doing that. Our next panel is already on the stage, and I would like to introduce Jose La Luz, who will lead a panel that will discuss how our enemies will attempt to break our unity and what we're going to do about it. Jose.
Thank you so much, Marva. Last year I had the honor of speaking to most of you that gather in Minneapolis. And I'm sorry to report that we don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to be very, very quick, because we're about to introduce the sisters that are going to speak about. And the other quick comment is that this profit market-driven industry that we have in America is not only a travesty, it is in fact an aberration. It is an aberration because in most countries all over the world, not only in the advanced developed countries, people know the meaning of this thing you and I call universal health care. People in Africa, people in South America, people not only in Europe or in Asia know the meaning of universal health care. It is a travesty that in the wealthiest nation on the face of the earth, we do not have universal health care. It is a travesty, it is an aberration, because it is not the normal thing. The normal thing is that men and women in each country should have free and low-cost free health care. That should be the case for us too. And the last comment is that we need to build a powerful movement where the men and women who have to make choices about keeping themselves alive or keeping their loved ones alive have to become the front and center, the faces of the movement. And this will not be won only in the halls of Congress. This will be won in the streets of America. The same way the people in my homeland in Puerto Rico took to the streets and ousted a corrupt governor in 2 weeks. The same way. The same way that people in Hong Kong are standing up for democracy. That is the only way we will have universal health care in America. Having said that, I am now ready to introduce our panel. Yeah, because we got to keep it alive, man. We are talking about keeping ourselves and our loved ones alive. And this is, for me, the question is, when we have these presidential debates, and we have all these distinguished journalists, who many of them are liberals, they're not conservatives, instead of asking the question, how are we going to achieve universal health care in America? The question they are asking is, how do we pay for Medicare for all? And this is not a fight or a debate about pay or cost. This is a fight about mobilizing the political will in the wealthiest country on the face of the earth. Because if we have money to pay to send people into space, if we have money to pay for a whole lot of other things, why shouldn't we pay to save human lives? You tell me. I get carried away with the espresso coffee.